children, it's Mrs. Lee here. It's Assembly 28 and it's the week beginning Monday, the 8th of May. How are you? Are you okay? I do hope so. Me? Oh, thank you for asking. I'm okay too. Let's do our routine. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? I can see the long hand, which is the minute hand, is pointing to the 12, and I know that that means o'clock. I can also see that the short hand, which is the hour hand, is pointing towards the 11. I put it all together and I get, that's right, 11 o'clock. What else have we got on our routine board? Well, I can see that we are still learning to speak Spanish, aren't we? Because we are in the month of May and Mrs. Turner has chosen Spanish as our language of the month. And how do we say hello? That's right. Hola. Can you do it? Hola to your friend. Hola. Brilliant, children. Can you see that the Makaton sign has changed? Changes every week, doesn't it? Are you ready? Let's have a little look. Oh, it's an action one. The word says children. Children. You need to put your arm out and you're going to move your hand down 3 different heights. Children. You do it. Children. As if you are patting the head of 3 children all at different heights. Children. Great. Now, why would Mrs. Lee be thinking about children? Of course we're in a school and we're full of children. There's so many of you and each of you are, what's that word? That's right, you are all unique, you are all different. There you go. Assembly number 28, National Children's Day. On my display that you can come and have a look at when you are eating your lunch, ready, 3, 2, 1. Did you see? Lots and lots of different books, all about, that's right, children. On the National Children's Day in the United Kingdom, we're hoping that everybody thinks about their children, thinks about you and how we can make the world a better place for you. And you can do that in all sorts of ways. We've been thinking about the world in our assemblies. Can you remember us talking about the oceans, making sure they're not full of plastic, picking up property? Oh, that's one of our golden rules, isn't it? That's right. If we look after our world and we pick up things that are on the floor that shouldn't be on there, what was that word? Recycle, all those things, then we can help to make the world a better place. But we can help to make the world a better place just inside our school right now. You're doing it by just listening. That's right, all those golden rules there are going to help us and help all the children in our school to be happy and safe. Right, now Mrs. Lee has found a book. I've been looking and I really, really like this book. It's a bit of a poem inside a book. Are you ready? It's called Kids. It's been in our school for quite a long time. In fact, there's another book by the same author called What I Like. And like I said, these are on our display. I'm going to read to you Kids though. Here we go. We are the kids, big kids, small kids, tiny kids, tall kids, happy kids, grumpy kids, skinny kids, dumpy kids. Look out, here we come. Slow kids, quick kids, healthy kids, sick kids, smooth kids, hairy kids, cute kids, scary kids. I wonder if one of those is you. Which one do you identify with? Are you one of the tall ones or the hairy ones? Next bit. What are kids like? Kids are silly. Kids are funny. Kids have noses that are runny. Some kids wash, but some are smelly. Both kinds like to watch the telly. I like watching the telly, do you? What do kids look like? Freckles and badges and ink on their skirts, glasses and smiles and hanging out shirts. Kids put the left foot where the right one should be. They have gaps in their teeth and a cut on each knee. How many of you children have got cuts on your knees? What do kids do? Mix, mess, muddle, comfort, kiss, cuddle, laugh, leap, lick, poke, push, pick, scratch, scream, scrawl, break, bellow and bawl. Lots and lots of verbs there. I bet you can do lots of those. Where do kids hide? 7 in a bed, 6 in a box, 5 behind curtains and 4 behind clocks, 3 up a tree, 2 down a hole, and here is a kid who hid in some coal. Ooh, very, very messy. What's in a kid's pockets? What's in your pockets? Let's find out, shall we? What does the poem say? Rubber bands, stones and sand, handkerchief, pretty leaf, jam and bread, someone's head, a bit of string, another thing. What do kids make? Houses with blankets, mountains on stairs, seas out of carpets and trains out of chairs. I wonder if any of you did any of those things at the weekend. Or maybe when you've been out at forest school, maybe you've made some houses with the tarpaulin. What scares kids? Ooh. A slithering snake and a slippery slug, a girl eating ghoul and a boy biting bug. A gremlin, a goblin, a ghost in the dark, a tiny black spider, a giant white shark. Snap. What are kids' secrets? A ladybird in a matchbox, a letter under a bed, a horrid pie in a horrid place, a den behind a shed. Oh dear, coming to a bit of a sad bit here. What are the nasty kids like? They pull your hair, they call you names, they tell you lies and spoil your games. They draw on walls and scream on the floor. Nasty kids want more, more, more. We haven't got any of those in our school, have we? What are the nice kids like? They make you laugh, they hold your hand. Nice kids always understand. They share their toys, they let you play. They chase the nasty kids away. I'm hoping we've got lots of you in school. But sometimes we have tantrums, don't we? And sometimes we get upset, and that's okay. What do kids dream of? Interesting. A ladder to the moon, a candy tree in bloom, riding a flying fish, having anything they wish. Ooh, what would you wish for? And what do mums and dads do? Well, they tidy, they carry, they clean and they cook. They bath the baby and read a book. And then kiss us when it's nearly night. Dads and mums switch off the light. You see what that reads down there? Kids. It's an acrostic poem. Gosh. There are lots of children in our school. You are one of them. Could you identify with any of those children? And they were all unique, weren't they? I bet we've done some of the things that they said in the nasty bit, and I bet we've done lots of things that they said in the nice bit. I wonder if you've ever had any dreams and wishes that were similar to the ones in this book. So again, if you would like to read this book, come and find it. It's on my display. Well, children, Mrs. Lee's got her lanyard on. Remember, when we wear the blue lanyard, that means that person is safe to be in school, and you can come up to them and ask them questions about why they are in the school and what they're doing. Now, if they have a red one on, then they should always be near to somebody who has a blue one on. If they have a yellow one on, that means that they are okay to be in school too, but they might not know and might not be able to help you find something in school, because they might not know our school that well, but we know that they are okay to be in our school. Lots of different lanyard colours, aren't there? Remember what I said at the beginning, our golden rules, how many are there? That's right, there are 7 golden rules, and they are here to keep us happy and to keep us safe. That's right. And I'm hoping and looking out for people so that I can give numbers in boxes. Love to give numbers in boxes to children who are making Hertford Infant and Preschool a better place to be. Is that you? Ah, great. I'm pleased to hear that. Right, don't forget, around our school there are lots of things that you can do at lunchtimes if you don't want to go out to play for the whole of lunchtime. Now, you can't stay in the whole time. You need to go outside and get some fresh air. However, if you get yourself a reading stick, you can go into the research centre and look at the books. And I believe our author of the month is Laurence. You can go and have a look at one of those books, the Charlie and Lola books that are there, or some other stories there. Clarice Bean's there as well. Otherwise, you might want to look at the Australian display that Mrs. Hyam has put up. It's really, really lovely in the research centre. Lots and lots of your work that you did at home. And there's also a book with all of the different ideas that you came up with about Australia. You might want to come down to the office, and outside Mrs. Lee's office I have put all the coronation books for King Charles III's coronation. You might want to go and have a look at those as well. So lots of different things that you can do around a school, but if you do choose to do any of those activities, you make sure that it is very, that's right, tidy afterwards, so you can leave it for somebody else to use at a different time. Wow, lots to remember there. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that you have a very lovely week. It's a short one again. It's only 4 days because I'm thinking that you will have had a celebration on Monday, maybe with your family and friends, or maybe you just stayed at home, but you had a day off, all for the King's coronation, which we learnt about last week. Thank you so much for listening. Have a lovely, lovely week. We'll finish with our school prayer. Here we go. Help me to do the things I should, to be to others kind and good, in all my work and all my play, to grow more loving every day. Amen.